good? Punch in the building. Let's get it. Shout out to the guys, man. Shout out to the motherfucking guys, man. Punching the motherfucking building. We got a lot to talk about tonight, man. We got a lot to talk about, man, in the boxing world. Thurman versus Fundora this Saturday. Here we go. Is it about to be over for Thurman? We about to find out. We about to find out. Is it over for Thurman? We shall see. We shall see. For real. And you know what else, man? We got Dana White, man. Hey, man, that law got passed, man. Is that good for boxing or is it bad? Another good question, man. We're going to talk about that tonight, man. Haney versus Rolly, man. How y'all feel about that? I ain't sure I like that fight too much, man. It's getting on my nerves. You know what I mean? Edgar Berlanga go online and say, I don't need to fight for no belt. I'm already a superstar. Well, to be a superstar, nigga, you gotta be great at something. Nigga, you never even won a title. What is you talking about, man? That go for you and Keyshawn. We talk about that and much, much more tonight on the Punch Talk Show. So like always, man, I'm gonna roll up and then we're gonna get into it. Let's get it. Thurman versus Fundora, man. I've been waiting for this fight, man. I was mad it didn't happen. Last time, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Everybody coming through to kick it with Punch tonight, man. It's been a minute. I'm back in full effect and I'm ready to get into it, man. Y'all ready? Let's go. So anyway, like Fundora, man, listen, man. Like Fundora is coming off 2 straight knockouts. He is pretty active. And Keith Thurman has only fought twice in 6 years. Now, that kind of not his fault, man, or is it? Like, because before, you know, the Manny Pacquiao loss, Thurman did get was kind of inactive. You know what I mean? Dude is kind of an inactive fighter. But at the same time, when you see him in his ring, his skills is still sharp. Fundora, on the other hand, is not fair. The nigga's not fair, man. 6'6", southpaw, could jab, bro, tall as hell, man. Really not fair, man. But susceptible to overhand rights. And got a bad habit of lowering his head down when you fight him on the inside. Now, Keith Thurman really ain't an inside fighter, you know what I mean? But Fundora is at a disadvantage because of that long reach on the inside. So that's the best way you got to beat this nigga, man. If you try to fight him on the outside, you're gonna end up in a slugfest like Tim Tszyu did. But here is my thoughts about Fundora. This is what I say, and this is why I think Thurman got a chance to win in this, is that Fundora has never fought a fighter on the level of Keith Thurman. Never one time has he fought somebody on the level of Keith Thurman. Never has Fundora fought somebody on that level. So when you could say, oh, he's inactive, you can say whatever you want to say, but the skills is still sharp. Yeah, he's 37. He ain't getting no younger, man, which means he's gonna come even harder, yo. He's not gonna come out there playing around. He's gonna come out there trying to do what he got to do because he want to be a champion one more time before he go out, man. But at the same time, Fundora is a cheat code. Do he have a chance to win? He do. Is he gonna win? I don't think so. Everybody seems to be taking Fundora though, more so because how inactive Keith Thurman is. But do that mean that it diminished from the fact that he was once a top 5 pound for pound fighter? Fundora was never that. Fundora never fought that. These are the things I look at when I dissect a fight. Not just activity and not just 2 straight knockouts, because one of them Tim Tszyu ain't the good. Don't even get me started on that. But you know, just because of those 2 things don't make me still be like, oh man, Fundora's about to kill him, like how some of these niggas is out here saying. They kind of seem to forget that it's Keith Thurman. Oh, he's old as hell. Oh, he's inactive. Hell, I could have swore I heard the same thing about another fighter. Hey, listen, man, some fighters, and I hate repeating myself, some fighters, you know what I mean? Some fighters are fucking, they don't care about ring rust. It don't matter, man. As long as they stay sharp and stay in the gym, man, they're ready for any fight, no matter how long it takes for them to get the goddamn fight, man. Some fighters just excel in them situations instead of decline. But people always assume you're going to decline. That's not really true. Like, we've seen it a few times, man. I'm not going to bring up no examples because you already know them. All I'm saying is, man, don't be surprised if Keith Thurman come out and beat the fuck out Fundora, man. Really school the fuck out of him. I'ma laugh. Like, you know what I mean? But also, don't be surprised if Fundora knocks Thurman out. But Thurman ain't never got knocked out. Never. Like, you know what I mean? We've seen Fundora knocked out. That's all I like. Listen, I put those numbers together. I don't care about ring rust. That don't matter to me. I see a focused Keith Thurman, nigga, who trying to be champion again, man. Who itching at the fight. Like, listen, fighting the bullet to get the championship again, man. He didn't have to go through the ringer a couple times. Roadblock after got them roadblock and injuries, all type of shit. On his side and on his opponent's side, been stopping him from getting his title shot, man. This is literally the nigga's last shot. And when you got a fighter on the caliber of a Keith Thurman with nothing to lose, man, that makes him extremely dangerous. I'm telling y'all, it makes him very dangerous. So don't go in here with the lens thinking that Fundora is just gonna go in there and blitz Keith Thurman, man, because that might not happen, man. Keith Thurman might come in there and show that superior IQ and boxing skill and beat the brakes off of Fundora, man. I'm serious, man. But like, it could happen. It could really happen. It's not like nothing that sounds far-fetched, unless you're just a hater and don't understand how good of a boxer Keith Thurman really is, man. Put your bias aside for a second. Put that ring rust shit aside for a second and understand who Keith Thurman really is and really was, you know what I mean? Just because he's inactive don't mean he's still not fucking Keith one-time Thurman, man. You understand? That's the point I'm trying to make, man. So like, everybody's trying to sleep him like he Tim Zoo, bro. And it's fucking disrespectful, bro, because he don't really deserve that, because he's a 10 times better fighter than him. He would have did the same thing to Tim Zoo if they would have got the fight, but he got injured. You understand? You know what I mean? Then we get the Fundora fight, which is a replacement for the Tim Zoo fight, because he already felt as though Fundora stole his title. This is why he's fighting Fundora, because Tim Zoo was his opponent. Nigga, I got hurt. Fundora got my shot, won the belt. That's supposed to be my motherfucking belt. Then 2 years fucking go past, and now he's finally getting a shot back at the title, bro. I'm telling you, the nigga has nothing to lose, and it's gonna make him dangerous. You might even see the nigga evolve. Some fighters get better in their age in boxing. They don't all just be trash. They don't all just decline for getting knocked the fuck out over and over again. You know what I mean? Only reason it happened to Roy Jones is because he went up and down in 5 seconds. Didn't give his body the proper time and needed to go back to light heavyweight to jump back down in 6 weeks. Nigga crazy. Killed himself. Like, you know what I mean? You can't do shit like that, nigga. But when you stay sharp, you stay ready, you stay in the gym, man, shit, man. Miracles happen, nigga. I'm just saying, man. I ain't saying that Thurman beating Fundora is a miracle. No, it's not, because he lost to Mendoza, who is a straight up and down journeyman. So when you lose to journeyman, when you're a world-class fighter, man, you've already shown a glitch in your matrix, bro. So if Keith Thurman come in and start landing some clean overhands on Fundora, that nigga's going to go down. So, you know what I mean? But at the same time, if Fundora somehow is able to lure Keith Thurman into a slugfest, it might get ugly for Thurman. But have we ever seen anybody ever do that? Only person I ever seen lure Keith Thurman into a slugfest with Sean Porter, because he got that raw dog tough style. Pause. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I mean? We don't really see. I don't really see Fundora being able to do that, man. But they do have the height and reach advantage. But Thurman has the skills, IQ, footwork to give Fundora some serious problems. Like, Fundora's not the fastest boxer in the world, man. Like, he's not. He's kind of slow. Like, he relies on a slugfest to win the fight. Thurman can box. Thurman can move. Thurman can use his IQ. Thurman can punch hard. He's a really good fighter, man. So all I'm saying is, a lot of y'all out here acting like Fundora about to just blitzing right out the ring, and it's bad judgment. Like, for real, man, you're looking through a biased lens, and not looking through a fight fan's lens or a hardcore's lens, and saying that Keith Thurman is a great fucking fighter. Actually, the best fucking competition Fundora's ever fought. Ever. Like, you know what I mean? But y'all looking at him like he Tim Zoo. It's very disrespectful. And that's why I say, if he come out and blitz it and come out and beat the fuck out Fundora, I'm gonna laugh. Like, I mean, because I always tend to see these things where other people don't. I really look at the basic shit. Power, you know what I mean? Size, stamina, you know what I mean? Longevity, durability. Like, you know what I mean? Activity, right? And they just think automatically a fighter got to fight one, and they forget that some niggas is just rugged ass fighters, and all those things that you look at don't matter to them, and it don't affect them in the way that you think it does. So y'all are always the niggas that be stunned when the person y'all think gonna lose come out and beat the fuck out of the person y'all think gonna win. Like, you know what I mean? But me personally, I don't look at it through that lens, man. I look at it through a totally different one. You know what I mean? I look at it through the eyes of a scientist, nigga. So when you looking at shit through the eyes of a scientist, nigga, you dissect things differently. And I'm telling you, there's intangibles that Keith Thurman got that Sebastian Fundora has never faced before. Like, for real. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not taking nothing away from Fundora. He's a great fighter, man. But I'm giving this nigga too much credit for Tim Zoo. Way too much, man. Shout out, Mark Wayne. What's up, brother? 5L Eater in the building. What's going on with you? That's what I'm saying. Like, just because you ain't seen somebody in a long time. See, all right, so here's my question to you, 5L. We ain't seen him in a long time, but at the same time, how did he look when the last time you seen him? Right? He looked fantastic. You're like, oh, well, Brock Jarvis was a bum, right? I can say the same thing about Tim Zoo. He had kind of a name, but we got washed by a nigga who lost his fucking next defense after that. So it's like for real. So it's like one of these type of things where it's like, okay, he's inactive, but remember who he is. He's a great fucking fighter. Like, you know what I mean? He's a great fighter, and he's a level of competition that Fundora never faced. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying nothing about Fundora. I'm not saying Fundora's gonna get the shit beat out of him. I'm not saying Fundora's not a cheat code and not an unfair fucking opponent. He is, but he's still a good fighter. He's still a dangerous one. But Keith Thurman is somebody that's not gonna be that easy to hit. Keith Thurman's not going to keep his head on the line and stand there and be in a slugfest the way Tim Zoo did. Tim Zoo's not going to Keith Thurman's not going to fight him like that. How many times have you seen Fundora have to box somebody? You haven't. Like, there've always been people, he's always been slugfest. People coming in to slug with him. Like, I'm going to slug with this tall, lanky motherfucker, man. Like, instead of boxing his fucking head off, bro, that's what he's kind of tailor-made for. He's flat-footed as hell. Like, he's never had to chase nobody around the ring. I'm not saying run, but you know what I'm talking about? Make him move. Make him gas out. He's big as fuck. You can gas this guy out. Nobody fights him that way. Everybody just stand there and slug it out with him. I never understood it. I guarantee you Keith Thurman don't do that. I guarantee you he come in and use IQ instead of stupidity. That's all I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? I think it's a 50-50 fight as well. You know what I mean? The only reason, hey, just like you said, 5L, shout out to you, man. You took the words right out of my mouth. Only reason I'm giving it a 50-50 is because Keith Thurman has been inactive. If he ain't have 2 fights in 6 years, I would have Keith Thurman as an overwhelming favorite in this fight, bro. Because he's a far superior fighter. The far superior fighter. And it's the truth. Like, straight up. Sebastian Fundora ain't never touched the pound for pound list, let alone being considered number 1 or 2 like Keith Thurman was. And it's like in his heyday when 47 was packed with all them tight ass fighters and Keith Thurman was standing at the fucking top of the mountain and everybody was looking at him. He was there at one point in his career. Fundora ain't never been that guy that everybody looking up at, that everybody's nigga know that he's the pinnacle, that I gotta get to this guy to be where I want to be. Keith Thurman was him before. Like, you know what I mean? So like I said, I find it a little disrespectful when people come in and try to be like, you know what I mean, Fundora's gonna wash Thurman. Like, he's trash. And it's like, what? Do you know who Keith Thurman is? All right. So you know Sebastian Fundora got knocked out by a journeyman, right? A journeyman. Oh, okay. Oh, well, you fought way better since then. That don't mean shit. You got knocked out by Brian Mendoza. Did you see what Tim Zoo did to Brian Mendoza? Did you see what Fundora did to Tim Zoo twice? Do you understand how this works? Like, you know what I mean? Brian Mendoza boxed him a little bit, and knocked him the fuck out. A little bit of boxing. He was the only fighter I can name out of everybody he fought that gave him a little bit of movement. And what happened? Fundora got fucking overzealous and reached in and got hit with a hard overhand right and got put the fuck down, knocked out. Stop the fight. Stop it. This is over. He's done. Yes, that's how you beat him. You make him move. You frustrate him. You know what I mean? You confuse him. You don't stand there and just throw 1,000 punches with him and try to overwhelm him. You see what happened to Lubin? You see what happened to Tim Zoo? Nigga, you can't do that. Nigga, you end up with your face broken or quitting on the stool. No, you frustrate fighters like that. Duh. I don't even know why I even got to explain that shit, man. And you people thinking like Thurman just gonna stand there? Come on, man. But those are the same IQs of people who thought Crawford was just gonna stand in front of Canelo. For real. Like, you know, you don't stand in front of power punchers. You frustrate them. How frustrated was Canelo? Damn, he keep hitting me, but I can't hit him. Fuck, I'm about to quit right now. The niggas almost took his gloves off during the fight and walked off. That's how frustrated he was. That's what you do to power punchers. And Keith Thurman has the skills, footwork, and IQ to do that. So all I'm saying is stay tuned, man, because you might see a really great performance from him, man. I'm just saying. Like he ain't looking at him like old head school in the minor. No, he looking at him like he's a great fucking champion, nigga, and he's gonna bring the pain. I'm gonna bring the pain right back because I have nothing to lose. I'm paying attention to that body language, bro. I know what that means when you got these old fighters, nigga, trying to get that last shot, man. They make them extremely fucking dangerous. And then when you got a fighter like that with that mindset, with the skill set of Keith Thurman, it makes for it's gonna be a sight to see, bro. You know what I mean? It's gonna really be a sight to see, and I'm excited for it, man. You know what I mean? So all in all, I got it a 50-50 fight, but I'm leaning towards Thurman. Like, you know what I mean? But I won't be surprised if Fundora win. I'm not gonna bet on this one. You know what I mean? But I want Thurman to win, and I think I'm going. Yeah, I'm picking Thurman. I'm going with the age over the youth this time. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? And y'all remember the famous term, age do trump youth. And it do that in boxing too. Like, we seen Floyd Mayweather do that to Canelo Alvarez. Young Canelo, young up and coming, tearing through everybody. Now he's going up against the veteran best fighter in the world. And he cooked him. I ain't saying it's that same situation right now, but we got the young up and coming bull going against the old nigga polished veteran. Like, it's not going to be no picnic for Fundora. Like, nigga, he's not going to be easy to hit. Like, I guarantee y'all this. Like, so just keep your eyes open, man, and pay attention to what y'all going to see Saturday tonight, because you might see another fabulous performance on par with the level of Crawford and the Canelo, bro. Thurman is that good of a fighter, nigga. See, I don't forget how good some of these niggas are. I feel that same way about Errol Spence. If Tim Tszyu get in the ring with Errol Spence, Tim Tszyu gonna get the shit beat out of him. Errol Spence is still Errol Spence. That was just Terrence Crawford he went up against. Nigga, can't nobody beat Terrence Crawford. Nigga, some niggas just couldn't accept the fact that some fighters are just unbeatable. Terrence Crawford was unbeatable, godlike. Yes, nigga. And some fighters are just like that. He was the godlike fighter of our era, like better than all them motherfuckers. Like better than Floyd Mayweather, yeah, all them niggas. Yeah, Terrence Crawford, better than all those niggas. You know what I mean? Every once in a while, you get those Muhammad Ali, Roy Jones, nigga, Floyd Mayweather, Terrence Crawford type niggas. You know what I mean? But that don't mean that the niggas that they washed are done. No. Nigga, Errol is really a good ass fighter. It's just Terrence Crawford is the GOAT. And it just is what it is. Like, but I would like saying, shout out 5L, I was about to say that. I would definitely like to see Thurman and Errol fight. And the funny thing about that, 5L, is that a couple of days ago, maybe a week ago, Errol Spence posted an Instagram, and he showed out. He put up all the times he called out Keith Thurman, and I mean, and like a montage of videos and shit, and then said, "Yo, man, what's up, Keith? Let's do it." So I think he even think Keith Thurman about to win this shit, so that we may get to see Keith Thurman and Errol Spence. It took years. Errol Spence, when he was saying, "I'll never fight Keith Thurman," but now, nigga, they both need each other because both their careers, nigga, ain't where they was 5 years ago. Like, you know what I mean? 5 years ago, they both were at the top of the fucking world. They were. Terrence Crawford stepped on that shine on both them niggas. Like, you know what I mean? Thurman disappeared after the Pacquiao loss, and then the moment passed him, and Errol Spence got squashed. And by that time, Thurman couldn't catch up. Crawford was already full steam ahead, couldn't catch up. And blew the chance. Same with Fundora. Fundora had a chance at Thurman. I mean, had Crawford. Nigga, he ducked that shit, nigga. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say and do whatever y'all do. He didn't want none of that smoke because he knew what time it was going to be. Like I told you, all y'all favorite fighters who niggas be trying to act like they the best fighters in the world, man. When they get opportunities at the best, a lot of these niggas turn that shit down. And if it don't be them turning it down, to be their managers, nigga, because they know what time it is, man. That's why they drug out the Errol Spence Crawford shit so long, because they knew, nigga, let him get all the belts and get as much money as he can and get as famous as he can, because once you get in the ring with Terrence Crawford, that's it over. Like, you know what I mean? The promoters and the managers be knowing that shit. Like, but I think Thurman gonna win, bro. Like, yeah, man. Shout out. So, like, let's go, Keith. Like, you know what I mean? So on to the next thing. Dana White got the All Act amendment passed. I didn't read it all the way through, but like from what I was reading, it didn't seem too horrible. Like, you know what I mean? We'll see. We'll see where it goes. Like if the sport of boxing prosper, I'm all for it. If the sport get worse, it's Dana White's fault. There's no in between. Yes, that's right. I totally said that, and I'm standing on it, nigga. Because when you come in and playing with shit that's specifically in place to make fight for the, like, you know what I mean, to help fighters get the money they deserve. You better not be tweaking nothing like that to make you be able to give them pennies while you making billions, nigga. We're not playing that game like you did to them UFC niggas. You're not gonna come over here to boxing and do that because these fighters are making too much money. And judging by what you're paying some of these niggas, Conor Ben, like $15 million for one fight, bro. You already know what time it is in the boxing world, so you ain't even gonna be trying to play that game. So I'm looking at this from a non-biased view, and I'm gonna give him a chance to see where it goes. I'm not gonna rain down hellfire and say, oh, he's ruining boxing. I don't know none of that yet. And nigga he ain't had enough time. Like Zuffa just getting off the ground. All this shit is just getting off the ground. I will revisit this in about 2 or 3 years and see what's been affected and what's prospering and what's not. Until then, there's really not much to talk about concerning the Ali. I could just like Zuffa boxing, and Dana White is here to stay, man, and they're not going nowhere. And they're getting bigger and bigger names every day. So, like, everybody might as well just stop complaining and just get used to the new kid on the block sticking around, man. It is what it is. Like, straight up. Another thing I was reading today, Oscar De La Hoya said he regrets selling the Ring magazine title to Turki Ali Sheik. He said now the Ring magazine title is worthless. What? I couldn't believe he said that because I thought it was funny that when he was the owner of the Ring magazine, like he had the worst top 10 pound for pound in the history of boxing. He was the one who put up like Chocolatito and Lomachenko and all them motherfuckers as number one fighters. So he was the most biased, weirdest, like you know what I mean, subtle racist shit in the world. Oscar De La Hoya. For you to sit here and say the Ring magazine belt, which is the most important belt in boxing, in my opinion, is garbage now because you don't own it and you jealous of the billionaire motherfucker that's coming in, giving everybody the fights they want and changing up the game in ways that your snake ass never could while you in court battles with your own fighters and shit off and on. I can understand why you want to throw shade at a nigga like that. But for you to sit here and say that the Ring magazine title is worthless, nigga, you're out of your fucking mind, and you know you was out of your mind even saying that. Chat. Do anybody agree with Oscar De La Hoya saying that the Ring magazine belt is worthless? Now, if anybody knows what the Ring magazine belt stands for, it means you're the lineal champion of the division and you are literally the best fighter in the division if you have that belt. Sometimes the wrong fighter do get that belt. I agree with that. But I ain't like Oscar De La Hoya wasn't doing the same thing. He was giving the belt to the wrong nigga too, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Because I ain't agree Boots getting it, nigga. There was a couple niggas who got that thing. I ain't think they deserved that shit. Like, it is what it is. That's how I feel. But at the same time, for you to sit here and disrespect probably the most prominent belt in the game, is you should be ashamed of yourself, dog. Like, you really should be ashamed of yourself. And that's when the hater in you comes spewing out, Oscar. Like, it comes spewing out because I can get how you jealous of a nigga like Turki Ali Sheik, man. That nigga's worth $13 billion. I get it. Like, I understand. But at the same time, you've been in the game for years and you ain't changed shit. You robbing fighters just like all the other promoters, man. Ryan Garcia done been exposed you. He done sued you 2-3 times. Nigga, look at Virgil. You're in a lawsuit right now. Like, if Virgil and Ryan Garcia is your last cash cow. Like, niggas, Zerto about to get the shit beat out of him. Like, Mexican Monster about to cook that bum. Shout out to David Benavidez. He about to cook him. It's over for him. So what happened when Zerto get cooked? Now all you got is Ryan. Ryan is dying to get away from you. Virgil don't want to fight for you no more. All you have is Zerto. I'm trying to think if there any other big names that Ryan Garcia has. Who, Kid Austin? Nigga, you putting him in the ring with motherfuckers that's like fucking Jojo Diaz, bro. You ain't even putting him in the ring with niggas like Shakur Stevenson or Abdullah Mason or any of the real competition. You putting him in there with bums. You signing that nigga to 5 years, $5 million contracts and shit. You robbing motherfuckers the same way as the rest of these promoters. And now that a big dog come in stepping on all y'all fucking ants, you want to whine about it. Miss me with that bullshit. You fucking jealous hater. I like some of the shit you say, but sometimes you say the dumbest shit in the world and you need to be slapped sometimes, bro. Seriously. But anyway, man, how everybody feeling tonight, man? I'm in a good mood, man. Having a couple drinks, chilling. You know what I mean? It's quiet in the crib, you know? And I'm doing my thing. There's a couple more things I'm gonna talk about tonight, you know, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. Probably ain't gonna be here too long. Unless anybody want to come up. If you want to come up, just put it down in the chat that you want to come up and join any topic that I'm talking about tonight, and we can get into it. You know what I mean? But normally when I put the link up, niggas don't come up sometimes, but most of the time they don't. So, like, let me know. I'm like, let me know if you want to come up, and I'll put it up. We can have a conversation. But another thing I thought was funny is that I seen Edgar Berlanga tweeted today, or was it yesterday? It might have been today or yesterday. I can't really remember. But he tweeted that I'm a superstar already. I make millions of dollars. I make more money than people that's champions. I don't need a title to be relevant in boxing. And I laugh at that type shit. You know what I mean? I laugh at that type of shit. You know why? Because the funny thing about the whole situation, Edgar Berlanga, is you have never won a title. You've never paid a sanctioning fee to complain about a sanctioning fee. You're just grifting right now, my guy. Because you hear other fighters saying, I don't feel like paying for no belt. But here's the problem, Edgar. They've been champions before. Listen, man, you ain't even a top 10 Puerto Rican, let alone a top 10 best fighter in America. Like, you'll never be Hector Macho Camacho. You'll never be Miguel Cotto. You'll never be nigga Tito Trinidad, nigga. Never will you be on any other level. Know why? You know why, Edgar? Because you've never been a fucking champion, bro. You know what you're known for? You're known for celebrating the loss, nigga. You're known for celebrating getting put on your pockets by Canelo Alvarez. That's what you're known for. You're known for going in front of your hometown crowd and disrespecting the nigga 24/7 all the way leading up to the fight. And he came in and blitzed you in 3 rounds in your own fucking city. And then you're calling everybody name but him, nigga. All we seeing is you on fucking Instagram sparring and training, nigga. You ain't calling out no opponents because you got humbled so fucking bad, nigga. You stuck your head in the whole crowd like a little bitch. You are Bumlanga. Nobody cares about you. You're not a fucking superstar, nigga. Your city laughed at you, nigga. We all laughed at you because you completely, flat out, and utterly embarrassed yourself, nigga. So stop the delusion and win a championship or shut the fuck up, bro. You shouldn't be calling out nobody's name but Hamza Sarez because he flat out embarrassed you, homeboy. Straight up. And it is what it is, man. I should be getting on my goddamn nerves when I be seeing fighters doing that shit, talking about shit like they ain't even accomplished nothing in the sport, like nothing. Like Keyshawn Davis is walking on that tightrope too. Like, bro, you can't talk about some shit, nigga. You ain't achieved shit yet, bro. Like, you can't be like, you know what I mean? For real. I'm just being honest, nigga, because you out here calling out everybody on the planet except the nigga that cooked you. Why ain't you fighting Andy Cruz, nigga? I ain't hearing it. I'm just saying, man. You see? You see how, like, that's what the haters would say. I'm not a hater, but it's like when you go on a calling out spree like you've been going on, you calling out everybody so the nigga you owe real revenge to. Like, you know? So, like, you know, y'all niggas need to, like, calm down with the ego trips, man, and just focus on y'all sport and get better. Keyshawn, you're on the right trajectory, man. You're destined for greatness. I see you as a top 5 pound for pound one day. Bumlanga's, you're trash, washed up, hype job, put you in front of a bunch of bums, trumped up your record, tricked everybody. Nigga, as soon as you got put in there with real competition, nigga, your skills start diminishing quicker than the, you know what I mean? You are garbage, flat out, and we will be happy when you're gone. You know what I mean? On to the next topic, man. Rolly Romero versus Devin Haney. Is that shit happening or is it not happening, nigga? Is it confirmed or is it not confirmed? I don't know what the fuck is going on, man. You know what I mean? I would love to see Devin Haney fight Keyshawn Davis. I wouldn't care if he fought Rolly Romero because Rolly Romero is a fucking bump, but he do have the potential to beat Devin Haney because Devin Haney has got a glass jaw. And when you got a glass jaw, anything's possible. Like, you know, he's a great boxer, but he got a glass jaw. Ryan Garcia exposed that. I don't care who offends. I don't care who's mad about it. It's the truth. It is what it is. Like, you know what I mean? But if Rolly and Devin was fighting, I would pick Devin. He's a way better fighter than him. Way better. He got the skills to stay away from Rolly. The same way Tank did. He can do the same exact thing that Rolly except knock him out like Tank did. He can't do that. He's pillow fisted and got a glass jaw. But a real good boxer could tap him, could touch him up for 12 straight rounds easily. Maybe he'll get a knockdown if he catch him by surprise the same way he did Norman Jr., but he got a very high possibility of winning unless Rolly catch him one of them hard left like he did Ryan Garcia. That could happen. Like, you know what I mean? But I don't think it will because Rolly's garbage. Amateur, not even pro level. I'm still surprised that he's a champion right now. I'm surprised that he's a 2-time champion, which is hilarious to me because both times he was given the belt. He never fought and won for it. I think they may have. He ain't put no belt in the air against Ryan Garcia, so I think he got it later on, which is still meaning you got given the belt, nigga. You ain't technically beat Ryan Garcia for the belt, nigga. You know what I mean? And the funny thing about that is that by beating Ryan Garcia, you seem to have woke him up. He seemed to be taking boxing serious, nigga. So you better pay attention if y'all end up getting that rematch because he may whoop that ass. But you know what I mean? Anyway, I think that Devin Haney and Rolly is a stupid matchup. You know what I mean? I think it's Devin Haney just cherry picking the easiest opponent of the champions. It's out of Rolly and Crocker. They're definitely the two easiest champions. He damn sure ain't fighting Ryan Garcia again no time soon. Like, you know what I mean? So we knew it was going to be one of them two. And of course, he picked the wackest one of them all because Crocker is a pretty slick fighter. You know what I mean? But he also will stand in there too, where Rolly is an amateur with power. Like, you know what I mean? So of course, you take the easiest path. Not surprised. Like, you know what I mean? But more than likely, even though there's nothing like official, like, yeah, Bill Haney said that they fighting Rolly. Him and Devin been going at it online a little bit, but there ain't really nothing in stone yet. But it looked like it's probably gonna happen more than not. You know what I mean? But Rolly is showing supreme confidence, which is kind of eyebrow raising. So maybe he do get his ego, because confidence matter in boxing. And sometimes when you're extremely confident, you can win just with that. So, you know what I mean? It could be one of them type of situations. So we'll see how it work out, man. But I don't want this fight. Don't care about it. But I'm going to watch it if it happens, man. I'm going to watch it if it happens. So we'll see. We'll see where that goes, man. So one more thing I wanted to talk about. I'm trying to think of it. Oh, yeah. So, David Benavidez said he's the best fighter in the world. I agree. Do I have him as my top 5, my number 1 pound for pound fighter in the world? Not yet, but close. If he cooks Zerto and then beat Better BF, he's the best fighter in the world. I mean, he don't duck no smoke. He got so many names on his resume. You can't say that about that. Good fighter, great fighter, my favorite fighter. When Bud retired, David Benavidez became my favorite fighter. You know what I mean? I got him cooking Zerto. I mean, when you put all the facts together, it's hard to say he's not. He's not as accomplished like people like Inoue or Usyk, but that's because he's highly ducked. Anyway got a bunch of easy ass competition down there. You know what I mean? So it's easy for him to clean up. But I guarantee y'all one thing: this next opponent ain't gonna be no picnic. And if he somehow get past Nakatani, he ain't gonna ever move up because one of them will kill him. That's 122 is high as he going. He ain't going 26. He'll get killed up there. He gonna stay right there at 22 and just keep cleaning out bums and getting all the false praise from all the casuals out there who don't know shit about boxing, who think he's the best fighter in the world. You know what I mean? He may be top 3. He's probably the 3rd best fighter in the world. Maybe the 4th. I say the 4th. Maybe even the 5th, in my opinion. But that's just me. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to get in an argument with motherfuckers about that. But I think that David Benavidez is, yes, definitely top 3. I think Shakur Stevenson's up there. I think I want to put Usyk up there, but at the same time, I don't really like to put heavyweights in my pound for pound list. I don't think it's fair. It's a pound for pound list. Heavyweights don't gotta lose weight. Why are y'all on the pound for pound list? See how that logic works? That's how I look at it. You know what I mean? But a lot of people got him on there anyway. But me personally, no. You know what I mean? And now look at Usyk now. He's fighting a goddamn kickboxer. Bro, he ain't even got no more competition. He said, I'd rather fight a goddamn kickboxer than embarrass Deontay Wilder. I kind of agree with that. Why fight Wilder when he's washed? You know what I mean? So I agree. But a kickboxer, come on, man. The gimmicky shit is annoying. There's a lot of that gimmicky shit coming into boxing. They're starting to annoy me and piss me off a little bit. But I can move along with the program as long as they don't do it as much. You know, because I don't really watch them bullshit exhibitions and shit. The last one that tricked me was that Tyson Jake Paul bullshit. That tricked the shit out of me. And I will never, ever, ever take one of those serious again. You know what I mean? But I think David Benavidez is probably, yeah, it's more than likely. I'm not going to stand on it yet. I need to see his next 2 fights. You know what I mean? But if he could beat Zerto, Better BF RB Ball, and somebody like Opataya, can you not say he's the best fighter in the world? Can you not say that? I mean, honestly, that's a hell of a thing to do, right? That's a serious nigga. Some seriously serious top names. Like, so, like, yeah, if he could get through that gauntlet of fighters, nigga, and win, and not only win, but look impressive doing it, nigga, he's the best fighter in the world. Same way Terrence Crawford was, nigga. See, Bud didn't just win. He looked fantastic doing it. You know what I mean? That's why every single one of his fights that wasn't a knockout was an unanimous decision. Because greatness is greatness. Feel me? And David Benavidez is headed along that same path to greatness. And I'm along for the ride. You feel me? But we'll talk about one more thing. I ain't gonna be on long. We'll talk about one more thing, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. So I was wondering, you know, I see Shakur Stevenson and I see Ryan Garcia. I see them super training. They're both training. They're both locking in. Like, what? Do I think Ryan Garcia stands a chance? I think it's a stupid fight to take. Bro. You couldn't catch Gervonta Davis. What makes you think you're going to be able to catch Shakur Stevenson? Like, he's really hard to hit. And people call that boring. I say that is superior boxing skill. I loved every second of it. I love Shakur Stevenson. I love how he fights. I love that defensive shit. I love niggas that can stand right there in front of you directly and you still can't hit them. That's always impressive to me. That's always been very impressive to me. My favorite fighter in the world, like, you know, my favorite fighter of all time, Roy Jones, is like that, man. He can stand right there and you couldn't hit the nigga, man. I love fighters like that. Like, you know what I mean? So today's era of niggas and a fan, they think it's boring. They don't know what they watching. They don't know what they seeing. Their eyes can't comprehend. Their brain can comprehend. So they automatically just assume it's boring because casuals is like more. They just there for knockouts. That's all they care about. They're not there for the sweet science, you know. And I've been defending this for a long time. And Shakur Stevenson is a master of it. You know what I mean? Just like Crawford was. And that's why a lot of people was putting him as the best fighter in the world. He's getting there. You know what I mean? A couple more names. And then we'll see. That's why I say I don't have a pound for pound number one once Crawford left. That's a vacant hole for me. Like, you know what I mean? Because he left a serious gap between him and the competition. Like, wasn't nobody close to Terrence Crawford. So once he leaves, it's like, damn. Like, none of these niggas were close to him. None of them. None of them niggas was as great as him. So it's like, who do I put in his spot? I can't just slide the next nigga up like how other niggas do, bro. That don't work for me. So my number one spot on my pound for pound list is vacant. Like, you know, so I don't know. But I do know that Shakur Stevenson probably gonna beat the fuck out of Ryan Garcia because you can't hit him. And when you can't hit him, like, watch, man, he about to become one of the, like, only reason he's like, it's a lucrative fight to fight Shakur. But he gonna keep embarrassing motherfuckers and niggas are gonna start ducking him the same way they did Crawford, bro. Like, only the difference between Shakur and Crawford is Crawford was knocking everybody out. So everybody like, man, I'm not getting every nigga to get knocked out. Where Shakur Stevenson is just embarrassing everybody. You can't hit the nigga. It's like a pick your poison type of thing. So I think I give it about 2-3 more years. He gonna start being really, really highly ducked, bro. It's gonna be whack, but by then he gonna be so popular, niggas are gonna have to fight him. That's what it's like for Crawford. You know what I mean? When you just so good, niggas just can't keep avoiding you. Like, you know what I mean? Especially when you got a motherfucker like Turkey Ali Chick coming through just dropping bread like pow. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's get it, man. Like, I want to see this fight. Like, oh, yeah. It already came back to me because I knew there was something else I wanted to talk about. So the WBA reinstated Gervonta Davis as champion at 135. How y'all feel about that? That's hilarious, right? So I saying that to my homie online at a hit, like, bro, all right, well, the Tank gonna have to pay sanctioning fees. You know what I mean? Even though he ain't fighting for the belt. Even though he ain't defending the title. And I don't think he realized that when you popular like that, like Gervonta Davis, Canelo Alvarez, like Usyk, in a way, when you're that popular, bro, I don't really think they pay sanctioning fees. And if they do, it's not a lot. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't think he cares. But I think it's funny that they reinstated him. That's rare. That's one of the rare occasions I've seen that happen. I've seen somebody get stripped. You know what I mean? Go through a crazy court case, get that all handled. You know what I mean? Announce that he's fighting Pitbull again, and then get his title back. So now all of a sudden, the Tank Pitbull 2 fight is a title match, which make it even more lucrative. Everybody gonna watch it because of Javante Davis, but it make it more lucrative, bro. That's good shit, promotional wise. But I tell you right there that the PBC's dirty, nigga. They got their hands in the pockets of the WBA. They say, man, we're in state tank, nigga. Here goes some bread. I'm telling you, man, that's not slander. That's how the promoters play, man. The sanctioning bodies are in their pockets, bro. They make way more money than the sanctioning bodies, bro. They make way more money than the sanctioning bodies, bro. You goddamn right. Nigga, they call Mauricio Suleiman like, hey, rank this nigga right here, man. I'm trying to get them a title shot. They do that. They do that all day, bro. That's easy work. That's easy work. You know what I mean? Why you think nigga like Al Hammond, he broke the code. He broke the code. I am the advisor. The advisor's rotation. Quietly, I'm the fucking owner, but I'm the advisor who don't really run shit. I'm just advising these guys on how much money I'm gonna give them. It's fucking genius. And it's fucking diabolical at the same time. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. You gotta respect it. Like, I hate it, but I respect it though. Like, I respect that you gotta be a different kind of nigga. You know what I mean? To be on that type of ruthless ass shit. You gonna advise me on how much of my money you wanna give me. Wow. I never understood the, like, nigga, hold on. So you're not the CEO of PBC. You just the advisor, right? But what the fuck are you? What advice are you giving me? Because none of the niggas ever talk about it. You hide behind the camera like some sinister ass motherfucker, nigga who got his fingers in all the pies and trying to secretly plot the destruction of the world. Nigga, you be at boxing events up in the stands, hiding in the rafters and shit so nobody can see you. You never sit in the front row like most of the promoters. You never do any interviews. You got your fingers in 17 different entertainment genres. That boxing is just one of them. Like, and you're raping every single one of your clients, nigga, for at least 20% of their income, nigga, and getting away with it scot-free. God damn, is Al Hammond a genius? And that nigga run the PBC who's about to put on this event coming up now. Use Floyd Mayweather as the front man, as the face of it, the same way nigga Jimmy Iovine did Dr. Dre with Beats by Dre, nigga. Floyd just sued that nigga for $400 million. They settled that nigga out of court. Here go $60 million, you broke ass nigga running around like you got all that money, buying all them houses and cars and shit, really going broke. Money Mayweather is going broke. Who would have ever seen that coming? Boxing's first billionaire, not a billionaire no more. Insanity. Like, you know what I mean? So, moral to the story is, man, these promoters is corrupt. I'm not surprised Tank is reinstated. He's too popular not to be. He's too much of a cash cow not to be, man. He sells out every show he fights in. Sell out. No matter where it is. Like, no matter who he's fighting. When you got a nigga that's that popular, bro, I don't think sanctioning bodies is going to be trying to charge him too much money, nigga. The return on their investment is already too lucrative by being in Al Haymond's pocket or Oscar De La Hoya's pocket or Eddie Hearn's pocket. Like, you know what I mean? Any of them motherfuckers. They're all dirty. They're all friends. And they're all in the game together. Don't let the shit you see on social media fool you like they're all enemies or not. The best fucking friends. You know what I mean? But that's all I really had to talk about tonight. You know what I mean? There ain't really much going on until Saturday. After the fight, we'll see what's going on. The undercard for the Thurman Fundora fight ain't too important to me, make me even want to talk about it. I don't give a fuck about none of them niggas. Except for the one Spanish guy. He's pretty cool. But he went up there and said 3 words and walked off. People like that irritate me. So I ain't even going to talk about his punk ass. So yeah, man. So shout out to the guys, man. I'm about to get up out of here, man. I'm Punch. Shout out to my man DJ, Mark Wynn. 913 Heavy Bag Boxing TV RC and all the guys, man. I'm Punch. This is the Heavy Bag Network. See y'all next time, nigga. Peace.